Let's see what they can produce here. They should be pretty well matched. Villa make just one change to the side that lost narrowly against Bayern Munich last time. And the exciting talent Caden Young is the one who comes into the team in place of Charlie Pavey. Jamaldine Jimo and Mason Kocher continue up front. Young and Jimo have looked like they belong at a higher level. It's going to be really fascinating to see how they perform against a well-drilled Bologna backline. Claudio Rivalta makes 4 alterations to the Bologna side that went down against Liverpool. Most interesting is the inclusion of the 16-year-old centre-half Ali Jaber, who comes straight in here from the level below. Saad Diop also plays from the start in place of the injured Lorenzo Menegazzo. Andrea Olivero is in for Luca Lai, and Jan Lebedski replaces Federico Tonin.
Get that ball flowing, let's go.
So Aston Villa against Bologna. 2 games for both sides to this point and 2 defeats. They need to start producing. Can they do so today? Forward by Leon Routh. There's Lebedski. Straight away, Claudio Rivalta trying to get his message across. New arrival this season at Bologna from Juve. A good pedigree from his time there. Quite an exposed ground this, but as you can see from those flags away on the far side, there isn't a great deal of wind or anything like that. Picked up on the turn by Jimo. Now a first touch for Caden Young, the England under-19 international. See what he can do. He can do plenty to tee it up, and Jimo should have done better. Not just the pace, but the real awareness, dragging others out of position. Remember, Ali Jaber brought into the centre of that defence, the 3-man Bologna defence, and tough at 16 to switch on right from the start. Big test for him, and he was the one who was ball watching there. Now Borland. There's Tristan Rowe. Borland. Now the Bolton-born goalkeeper Sam Proctor, recruited from Peterborough United. There is Joseph Gombau, 2-time winner of the First Division in Hong Kong. Success in Australia as well, with Adelaide United and Western Sydney Wanderers. Australia under-23 coach, originally a Barca youth coach, great pedigree. Villa wanted a free kick, they have instead a corner. Puko, the Finnish right back, across to shepherd that behind. It's an easy claim for Massimo Pessina. Rabaglioli. See what Bologna's wide players can do. Smartly done there from Rabaglioli. They lost 2-1 against Empoli at the weekend in the Primavera 1, the top Italian youth league. They'd won their previous 2 against Lecce and Milan. Very tightly packed Primavera table at the moment. See what they can do with this corner. It's well delivered, certainly. It was poorly defended, but eventually hacked away. Here's Jamaldine Jimmo. Young has made an excellent run, and Jimmo has found him, and here is Caden Young! Just over the angle.
Excellent! Good, Caden! Excellent, Kay. Good luck, Gemma.
Wasn't quite balanced as he hit that. Clever ball from Jimmo there. He just held on to it for long enough. Good bright start from both sides. Markovic. Pumped down the line. Bologna doing the chasing. Bologna was imploring his teammates to do some closing down there. They were standing off Philip. Just trying to wriggle through and pick the pass was Mason Kocher. Here's Tristan Rowe. Great running from him. Only half pushed away. It's a great turn as well. Fabulous save. Broggio did really well, but Pessina, the goalkeeper, recovered from making that initial stop. That's a super save. The only thing here, Ben Broggio will wonder, could he have picked his spot a bit better? Great turn this, look. On the left foot, well, keeper guesses right, really.
Yes, Kane! Good lad, Tris. Yours to 5.
Ball by Ali Jaber. No way through for Oliviero. Here's Petar Markovic, the Austria under-19 international. He and Papazov, aware they've got a youngster in that back three with them, which just adds a bit to the pressure, but also need to take responsibility. Papazov, the left-sided centre-half, the Bulgarian under-21 international. Jaber again under pressure, but recovered well that time, and then he loses it. Punched away by Pessina. Here's Leon Routh. Now Hemmings. Villa, 2 good chances so far. Caden Young, the creator of the first, Tristan Rowe of the second, and Young himself blazing that effort over after a really good move. Gombau obviously wants them to play from the back, and I know it's a criticism of youth football from some pros that, well, right on cue it happens. They've given it away to Ravaglioli, but sometimes players' instincts can be coached out of them a touch, and you can see how uncertain Proctor was. It's not really what he wanted to do, play that short, and they never looked particularly convinced, and it led to that moment of danger. Jimo, just lent on there by Gator. England under 16 international Jamaldine Jimo, now 18 years of age, and will develop, I'm sure, through those age groups. Young already, and under 19 international. Gets harder, of course, as you go up the levels. Punch forward by Rowe. Here's Young. He's done so well, Caden Young, and that's pretty cynical. It should be a first yellow card. Well, Young was running away from the defender there. Referee has given the benefit of whatever doubt there was to the defender. The ball is on here to Broggio, if they want to do things that way. And in fact they do, and here is Broggio with a chance to curl that cross in. Tessina did well. This is Borland. That's stolen away cleverly. Apologies, by the way, if some of the rather industrial language is finding its way to you. Here's Caden Young. Now Rowe. There's Markovic. Villa started really well here. And if they can just keep up that attacking intent and get that man Young and Jimo and Broggio on the ball, may not be too long before they grab a lead. They probably deserve it. Here's Katsakunya, the Wales under-19 international. As with so many of these players, scouted from other smaller clubs. He was formerly with Coventry. They'll try and pick up all of the best talent they can in the Midlands. Well, Hemmings slightly bemused at conceding the free kick. There's Leon Routh, former Luton Academy player. Aston Villa competing in the under-18 Premier League. Drew 1-1 at Bolton last time after a defeat by Newcastle. Their last win was September the 21st against Blackburn Rovers. Lebedski. Now Olivero. And that's behind for a corner. Flag up over on the far side. Here's Caden Young. Diop made that challenge, certainly took some of the ball, but hung his foot in and took a bit too much of the player. It's Papazov across who left his foot in. Adam Borland with a switch of play. Here's Broggio. Now Tristan Rowe. It's Caden Young. Routh. Back here with Tristan Rowe, just being pulled back. Ravaglioli. Villa 19th in that Premier League 2 table at the moment, 2 wins from 6, still early stages. Bologna, in fact, only 4 off the leaders, Fiorentina, at the moment in the concertina Primavera. Lazio and Torino level on points at the top as well. Might argue that, we'll come back to that in a moment, because Villa on the front foot again. And that's only half cleared. Borland should have done better. He got over it well, so technically from that point of view it's a good strike, but loose ankle in the end, just lost it. Tries to hit the top half of the ball, down on it, does the right thing, but sliced away. There's Markovic. Now Young.
Good, Tris.
Tristan Rowe's had a good game so far. He and Young combine really well.
Early. Come on.
There's Borland. Hemmings.
Go in the pocket.
Now Young. A super quick feet, just skipped away from Papazov there. Now Jimmo. It was really well recycled there by Kocher. Here's Borland. Villa again knocking pretty loudly on the door here. Broggio. Driven across and pushed away slightly unconvincingly. Here's Young. And then that's deflected behind.
Let's go, come on! Keep it going! Come on!
It's a good first touch from Young to get it out from under his feet. The second one blocked away. Volley miscued well wide of the near post. So 20 minutes played, still goalless between Aston Villa and Bologna. As I mentioned at the start, 28th against 29th in the league at the moment. Villa a place ahead of Bologna. Villa the better side here, certainly. They just need to make it count. The defeat for Villa that really jumps out is the one at Young Boys on match day 1. That's a game they'll be furious to have lost. And the home game here against a team with whom they're well matched, or at least look it, becomes so important then. Can't afford to lose this one. Here's Rowe. Now Caden Young.
Early. Look in. Caden, left shoulder. Kane!
Screaming at Caden Young there to do his defensive job. Borland leaves his foot in, and yellow card for him. Gator, I think, made the most of it. And Borland needs to learn that you can't really make that challenge, or if you are going to, you've got to win the ball. Yeah, studs are showing. It never ceases to amaze you. Another yellow card, by the way. Quick succession. Sa Diop. So one yellow card for either side for a central midfield player. Broggio to take this. He came so close to giving them the lead. That clever turn. It's an excellent save by Pessina. Broggio showing all of his quality. That's a great ball in from Broggio. And the touch from Katsakunya is not convincing enough. Easy for Pessina. But what quality on that free kick. One or two of these Bologna players getting a little bit frustrated here. Borland. Here's Bolland again. Now Caden Young. Picked up by Ravaglioli.
Body, sit through.
There's Hemmings. Now Routh. 25 minutes played, still goalless. Aston Villa have had much of the play, certainly all of the chances. Good turn by Jimmo. Jimmo manoeuvring himself into a good position, but blazing over. Better again, though, from Villa.
Come on, mate, one count, boys, come on.
Now Markovic. Here's Papazov. Forward by Gator. Goalkeeper had to come a long way and deal with an awkward bouncing ball, and he hasn't looked that comfortable with his feet, Sam Proctor, but he dealt with that well. That could have gone very wrong. Quite often you see with these well-drilled Italian sides, they do have a look sometimes for 20 or 25 minutes, keep things tight, and then start to try and make an impact at the other end. Is that what's about to happen here? Lebedski, though, gives it away. Hemmings able to run. Such a good run, and then such a thoughtless pass from Hemmings. It was a bit loose. But they have a free kick. And that should be a yellow card for kicking the ball away. And it is. So 3 in relatively quick succession. And that was the act of a youngster, wasn't it? Ali Jaber, the 16-year-old, just frustrated. It's not Poucault, it's Jaber. Bolland was frustrated by that. He wanted that played short and straight away. Falls for Young, couldn't get any purchase on that. Hemmings can, though. But again, it's blocked. Here's Rowe. Caden Young caught. Papazov, the offender. Papazov had already had a warning. So he becomes the 4th player to go into the book here. Three Bologna players need to be careful. Now here comes Ravaglioli on the counter. Couple of options inside. He goes for goal himself. And Proctor makes a good stop. There's Routh. Now Broggio. Fabulous quick feet from Broggio, has a little look up. Young. Rowe now on the overlap to pull it back. Well defended that time by Ali Jaber. The side still deadlocked. Bologna, of course, thrilled to be here via the Champions League path. That would have felt extremely unlikely a few years ago, but the work they did under Thiago Motta, the seniors, to get into the Champions League, takes the juniors there. One of 6 Italian teams in the Youth League. The 5 Champions League teams plus Sassuolo, the domestic champions, in the other path. So Juve, Milan, Inter, Atalanta, and of course Bologna. Rowe. Again, cleverly done for Broggio, who's popping up everywhere. Here's Rowe. Heavy touch from Caden Young. Borland, who's been busy in the centre of that midfield.
Stay switched on! Come on! Hayden, ready to feet. Hayden, if you place the feet, you go. Left shoulder, left shoulder. Early, Kate, let's go, Kate! Hayden, get it, Hayden. T, wider.
Here's Adam Borland. Now Rowe. Great weaving run here from Tristan Rowe. Does so well to stay on his feet. That deserved better. He may yet get something here from Borland. What a run that was. Patterson. Broggio. Now Borland. Helped on here for Caden Young. Clever reverse for Jimmo! Villa deservedly in front. Jimmo drove it across goal. Kocha made the run. Villa lead.
Hey, Caden! Tristan!
Young does really well. And it's just that tiny flick. This angle tells us more. Jimmo's drive across goal. And the centre forward in there gambling. Mason Kocha, 1-0 Villa.
Get it going again! One! Nothing stops now, come on! Nothing stops! Same again! Shoot! Yes, Kate!
Papazov. Now Tristan Rowe. No question that Villa deserve to be in front here. There's Markovic to ting that long really smartly for Ravaglioli, but again Proctor positively out of his goal there. Here's Rowe. Trying to curve it in behind the fullback there, Rowe. Right idea.
Good lad.
Now Ravaglioli. Good strength to hold off Jimo. There's Pucco. Now Gatto. That little check inside again from Young. Great ball, isn't it? And the feather touch from Kocher. Big assist. If you could have an assist and a half. In fact, they've given the goal to Jimo. Well, the Kocher celebrated it, so I don't know why he would do that if he didn't touch it. I'm going to stick with saying it's Kocher's goal, but they can work it out between themselves. Flicked away by Young. Trying to look for a response here, Bologna. Keeper comes a long way. Well, there is an argument here that there might have been something wrong with that challenge. We'll have to wait and see when we look at it again. They're both down on the floor, but goalkeepers can't just challenge with impunity in there. Got to be careful. I think he misjudged this a bit, Proctor. Here's another look. It's a great ball in by Lebedski. Well, comes out and wins the punch, and that's fine. There is a school of thought that would say if a defender came out and won the ball and then crunched the player like that, it would be a penalty, but I'm going to stick with saying the referee got that one right, but it was a very strong coming together. Just a little delay here gives Rivalta a chance to get a message or two across. It was a Bone who was caught by the on-rushing Proctor. Katsukunya. Borland. Again they overplay and again they pay the price. It puts Bologna onto the front foot. It's a big opportunity, and it's there. Tommaso Ebone with the final touch. Great work from Ravaglioli, and Aston Villa only have themselves to blame. Overplaying for the third or fourth time, and the captain Ebone completes the finish. Great work though, it was all created by Ravaglioli. Took the ricochet off Hemmings. Villa having dominated and gone in front, can't quite believe that this is level. Jimo. Caden Young. There's Routh. It's a clever touch on, and Pessina does well to get out and meet that. And thump it downfield. He made sure, didn't he? The Italy under-18 international. Nice setup here, this Aston Villa training ground. The seniors in action, of course, at Villa Park against Bologna later, and a few of the Bologna fans who've come for that experience are here as well. Double up with the Youth League fixture and then the Champions League one, which is always a fun trip, I think. Of course, some clubs we see in the Youth League bring a huge amount of fans. The ones from the Netherlands tend to, Portugal as well, when they come on their travels. Ball by Aidan Borland. Jimo has done so well to get away from that challenge. And here's Kocher. Goalkeeper got a hand on it, but great quick feet from Young. Bologna do well to smuggle that behind. It's important for Pessina. He did get a touch to that, or else it was a penalty. Gomba clearly frustrated. There's Aidan Borland. We'll certainly have an added minute or two after we had that bang on the head for Ebone, since which, of course, he equalised. So it didn't do him too much damage. There's Markovic. Dropped over the top towards Tommaso Ebone, but that bounces through that time to Proctor. 3 added minutes. Not surprised to see that. Hard to see it in the sunshine. Still time for one of these sides to grab the lead going into half-time. Hemmings. Rowe. Katsukunya. There's Brodjo. Swept wide by Borland, just over hit.
I know it was all right Saturday because I was on there on Saturday. We go through.
Another feature of this first half, as well as the 2 goals, has been the 4 yellow cards. Keep an eye on that. 3 for Bologna players. They need to manage that carefully.
Coming up the draw, our road, by our shed, then you further along,
Ticking towards the end of the second added minute. Flicked away by Papazov. Now Rabaglioli. Approaching the end of this first half. Here's Routh, and that'll do it. Well, it was an entertaining first half, wasn't it? Plenty of drama, plenty of action. Villa knocked on the door for a long time. Mason Kocher, I think, got the final touch to score that opening goal. And Ibone with an equaliser after Villa were caught in possession. Gombau furious about that. Great work too from Rabaglioli. Half-time here, Aston Villa 1, Bologna 1. So it'll be Bologna to get us back underway, in the shape of their goal scorer and captain Tommaso Ibone. Villa having the better of the first half, but level at half-time. See what the Italians can offer in this second half. A reminder, they started Villa in 28th against Bologna in 29th at the beginning of this afternoon. So they both need to make things happen. You look at the equation, don't you, and think, how many points do you need to be relevant, to have a chance at least to push through to the next stage? Of course, then it comes in gradations. Top 6 through, and then the next group of teams will play teams from the domestic champions path, and then the last group will have to play the top 6. You want to be as high as you can be. Here goes Jimmo at the start of this second half. Oh, what a chance! Jimmo for Kocher. Almost went through him. It might have been just behind him. It certainly should be 2-1 to Villa. Huge opportunity. Behind for a corner, but it ought to be much, much more. Whether it was a case of Kocher not being able to arrange his feet, or it was just fired in behind him. Broggio to take the corner. Fired over everyone's head. There's Aidan Borland. Hemmings. There's Patterson. Tristan Rowe. There's Young. Now Travis Patterson, England under-19 international who's had experience in the EFL Cup, like one or two of these have. Great faith shown by Unai Emery in some of these young players. Patterson for Broggio. Good strong start to this second half for Villa. And Bologna are under pressure. Routh. Now Borland. There's Rowe. Just runs out of play there. Caden Young thought he'd kept it in, clearly. Cleaned up by Markovic. Kocher thought he'd won that cleanly. Hemmings. Sent wide for the excellent Ravaglioli. Cesena born, but now very much of Bologna. 7 appearances in the Primavera this season, and a goal and 4 assists. And an assist here. Real creator down that left-hand side. Gimo. Routh put under pressure again. Villa just overplaying a bit. Very vulnerable to the pressing. Markovic. Chipped forward by Borland, and now Kocher. And still going here, Kocher. Great running from him to tee it up, deflected it in. Broggio's shot was going wide. We could see that clearly. It's going to end up being an own goal, but Villa won't mind. They move in front once again, and having missed that big chance at the start of this second half, now they take one. You see there, it's going well wide, and it's an own goal by Ali Jaber. Much though Broggio will want to claim it, that will be taken away. Rarely do you see a better angle to prove that. Yeah, own goal by Jaber. I think as well we've given that first goal to Kocher. So Bologna are going to have to come from behind again. Disappointed in Claudio Rivalta's side. Italian team reached the final of the Youth League for the first time last season. In the end, Milan found it too much to them against Olympiacos. 3 Italian sides have lost in the semis. Roma and Juve and Milan, the latter 2 in recent years, before Milan made that breakthrough last season. Of course, Chelsea have won it twice in terms of English clubs. The only other English team to reach a semi was Manchester City in 2017-18. They have flattered to deceive plenty, the English teams. Travis Patterson. Held up well for George Hemmings to run onto. Villa now looking for a third. Gimo, great defensive block. Bologna need to be very, very careful here, because this could all start to unravel. One back by Broggio. Now Patterson. Helped on by Broggio for Borland. Now Hemmings wanted to hit it first time and then takes a deflection as he hits it second time. 1 goal this season in the under-18 Premier League, the former Forest youth player George Hemmings. Always important as a midfield player these days. You can add goals to your game from that central midfield area. Ten minutes gone in this second half. Villa have re-established their lead. One that they thoroughly deserve. Caden Young to play it short. Now it's Patterson! Just wide of that far post. Bologna again switching off, which would worry Rivalta. Simone Negri is going to be introduced here. Italian under-17 international, still just 16, Negri. There will be a double change. Negri and Baroncioni. As you can see, Andrea Oliviero making his way off. Right winger by trade, Negri. He's on for Oliviero, which is like for like, and there's the other change. Baroncioni on for Papazov. So finally he does replace one of the 3 players that had been booked. Jabert. Crossfield by Sarr Diop. That's a pretty cynical foul by Negri, having just come on. He's fortunate not to get booked for that. Breaking up a counter-attack, Broggio, the player, fouled. Villa are completely on top, and they'll really want a 3rd goal to ram home their advantage, to make sure, or at least try and make sure. Broggio. Tristan Rowe does well to wriggle away from Ravaglioli. Routh. Nicely around the corner for Patterson. Just brushes off the challenge of Negri. I thought Negri fouled Patterson there. They thought, the Villa players, that ball wasn't out of play. It wasn't far. I know what they mean. I think it was just out of play, but Italian players need to be careful. There's Diop, former Inter youth player and now moved to Bologna. Get more chance with Bologna. It's often a good move. You can come again as a player. Certainly can at this age. Routh. Patterson. Got to be careful with this. It's cost them once. They don't want to let it cost them another equaliser. Ravaglioli. Picked up by Markovic. Ali Jabert. Puko. It's Puko. Punched over the top, and goalkeeper came to meet it there, Proctor, and got enough on it. Just for a moment, he looked like he might be struggling. Changes starting to come thick and fast now. Villa about to make their first. Bologna have already made 3. Here's Negri. Back with Tristan Rowe. It's Aidan Borland. Touchback by Hemmings for Proctor now. Here's Kocher. Diop. Broggio. Now Borland. There's Gimo. There's Caden Young. Villa starting to move it quite nicely here. First time really they've played like they're in front, played like they believe. Young. Over went Rowe, there was no whistle. Villa able to continue. Now Broggio, it opens up! Super finish! Ben Broggio makes absolutely sure Villa with a clear advantage now. And how well does he take this? Villa lead by 3-1. They should have had a free kick, but in the end they're delighted they didn't have. And that's an excellent finish. Takes a really good touch out of his feet. Sees the angle, opens up his body. And that surely is enough for Villa to get off the mark in this UEFA Youth League. And it's Bologna, who look very much like it's going to be 3 defeats in 3. Here come the changes now. For Bologna, it'll be Gabriele Mazzetti. Kocher's race his run for Villa. Scored the opening goal though. It's Bradley Burrows who gets his chance, former Bristol Rovers youth player. 3 goals in the under-18 Premier League already this season. Patterson, great touch from out of his feet as they look to tee it up for Burrows. Now Broggio. Bologna look like they've run out of ideas here. Free kick for the Villa. It'll be Travis Patterson to take. Fairly easily cleared away in the end. Bologna have the free kick as we head into the final quarter of the game here. Not been the easiest one to referee for Kyriakos Athanasiou. Confirmation there, 4 yellow cards issued, all in the first half actually. Most importantly though, Kocher giving Villa the lead, Ibone making it 1-1, but then the Ali Jaber own goal created by Broggio, and then Broggio himself making it 3-1. Forward by Rowe. He's young. They'll be pleased with his performance to this point, certainly. George Hemmings now. Here's Broggio. Katsukunya.
Hoya, hoya, hoya!
There's Hemmings. Patterson. Forward then by Broggio, but again given away a bit too cheaply. There's Puko. Now Gimo. Back here with Broggio. Hemmings. Here's Routh. Now Rowe. Forward by Borland. Back here with Caden Young. Teases the cross in. Here's Broggio. Starting to tire here, Bologna. Hemmings with the shot. An encouraging display this from Villa. They should go on and win this now. Patterson fires it across, and if they do, then Club Brugge are away. Then a home game against Juve, another Italian team here in Tamworth, and then Leipzig away. They'll need to beat Brugge certainly, and then they'll have to get another win from somewhere. This is a good beginning. Bologna are going to have to win their last three. Burst of acceleration here from Burrows, the substitute. Good run that, real bit of hustle, and it's a good piece of goalkeeping too by Pessina. I think quite rightly flings his arms in the air a bit about the lack of protection in front of him. Ravaglioli. Another change coming here for Bologna. Jesse Saputo, Canadian, is going to be introduced here. And it's going to be Ali Jabber, who's had a big learning curve today. Now Saputo, if you recognise the surname, is the son of Joey Saputo, the president of Bologna. Must make it really hard, that, when your dad's the big boss. You have to sort of plough a furrow in a different way, because he's a good player and he deserves to be in the squad, no question about that, but of course he almost has to prove more, doesn't he, than anyone else. I've seen it often with the sons of players, but I think particularly with the sons of owners. There's Rowe. Katsukunya. Now Routh. Broggio. There's Patterson to pull it back. Great chance. And a second chance for Bradley Burrows. And he's frustrated that he couldn't take it. And a really good season in that under-18 Premier League. Great start anyway with 3 goals, and he wants one in the Youth League. And on 2 occasions, really, he might have had one. That, by far and away, the better chance. And well might he shake his head. Will he get another chance? I suspect he might. The way this is going, that takes a deflection. Here's Patterson. You can see what he was trying to do, wrap his left foot around it. Couldn't pick out the top corner, though. Villa in control. 1-1 at half-time, which Bologna didn't really deserve, but Villa have come on strong really well in the second half. Patterson just stumbling. Here goes Negri. They could pull one back, of course, they're still in this. Lovely build-up play, Patterson across goal. Good grab that by Pessina. He's had an excellent game, Travis Patterson, in wide areas. Villa have been outstanding with Rowe and Young down the right-hand side, linking so well. And Patterson leading the charge down the left with help from Broggio. I suspect the third goal has sealed it. A fourth certainly would. They can't quite get there at the moment, Villa. Now Hemmings. Here's Ben Broggio. Routh. Called by Katsukunya. Frustrated there, Young. Oh, that's rolled through perfectly, and a third chance now for Burrows, and again he's denied. This time, though, by excellent defending from Diop. Routh. Broggio cleverly for Patterson, nearly worked as well. Hemmings. Now Broggio. I suspect he will be player of the match. Another goal certainly would have sealed that, though. Caden Young makes way. What an outstanding game he's had. Threatened right from the start. Villa have got so many talented young players. And there is another to add to the list. Trayvon Mully. A couple of goals in the under-18 Premier League so far this season, very much a like for like. 17 years of age, so a year younger than Young. On for the last 7 minutes plus. Bologna looks so tired and they've given it away. Here comes the lively Burrows. Now Broggio. And Mully straight away involved. Patterson. Proctor. Space opening up again, and hard and low across goal from Burrows. What an impact he's made against a tiring Bologna, and how unfortunate not to have grabbed a goal. Real live wire display. Continue to try and create a threat of their own. Lukalai. Now Ibone. Well, 5 minutes to go. They engineer a corner, and you never know if they could pull one back. Villa have been so dominant. Looks like another change might be imminent. Bologna have used all 5 of their substitutes. Villa not, though. It's Burrows and Mully. Gombau will be really pleased with this display. Really narrowly beaten by Bayern. It's only really that defeat at Young Boys that will be a big disappointment to them. Is this the start of something special in the Youth League? They've got a talented group. Patterson. Now Broggio. There's Hemmings and here's Borland. Hemmings pushes it wide. Now Ben Broggio. Borland helping it on, now Rowe. Couple of minutes remain, so some more fresh legs for Gombo's side. In the shape of Omar Kedda. Bologna still searching for a way back, potentially. And then giving the ball away is Kedda. Shifts it beautifully there. Born in Cairo, Egyptian under-20 international. Previously at Zamalek, the Egyptian Giants. Now just a question of how long will be added. Hemmings. Here's Routh. Well, that looked a painful one, maybe a twinge there for Markovic. Villa will get on with it though in the meantime, 4 added minutes. Still searching for a 4th goal. The player has stayed down there. Patterson needs to just hold this up, I think. Yeah, very painful one. Looks potentially like cramp. That's what a jarred Markovic, certainly. So they will be allowed to continue. We'll have probably a minute added to those 4. Here's Kedda. Job's really been done since Villa added a third on 65 minutes. Ben Broggio hugely influential, particularly in this second half. Katsukunya. Now Hemmings. Here's Patterson. And then smashed over by Borland, who's also just suffering with a twinge, a bit of cramp, I think, as he hit that. It can happen late on in games, of course. So final minute of the added 4, plus probably an extra minute. Much to build on here for Josip Gombau and his team. Took them a while to make the breakthrough. Kocha in 34 minutes, but then after Iboni had equalised, Villa took over in the second half. Ali Jabber's own goal from Broggio's shot, then Broggio himself. And that will do it. Aston Villa get on the board in this UEFA Youth League. Josip Gombau delighted with that. Rivalta's side has lost 3 out of 3 now, but Villa thoroughly deserved that dominant display, recovered so well from conceding that cheap equalising goal, and it's all smiles for Aston Villa here. Kocha and the own goal from Ali Jabber and Broggio. Iboni with that equaliser that gave Bologna brief hope, but Aston Villa's young players here just too good. Broggio, the player in your picture, was certainly their star. As it finishes here, Aston Villa 3, Bologna 1.